I do want to go ahead and give a trigger warning before we get started for anybody that's coming in to join. Before we start, I do want to give a trigger warning. All right, without further ado, let's get it started.
It's time for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we're live every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. That's every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no what? I know you said it.
Period.
I am infinite.
Too many things are going wrong at one time. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Too many things are going wrong in my life. I don't know what to do, but I still try. I understand I'm not weak, but right now I'm not strong through hell, but I know that my story isn't done. No, it's not done. I have more chapters to run. I'm created one of none. My story was meant for someone.
Your story was meant for someone, so don't stop telling it. I got somebody's story here today to tell.
Too many things that's going on in the world. I don't know where to turn, so I don't. It's hard to get your trust if they don't have right intentions. They'll never tell you everything. It's something they don't mention. Man, this shit is really fucked up. I've been going through some dumb stuff. Well, not really through some dumb stuff, but life's really crazy. I'm telling you, my baby. I'll tell you what.
Please do not ever give up.
Your purpose is not even done. So keep on.
Your purpose is not done. Keep pushing. I don't care what you went through, who took you through it, you gonna get through it.
So keep on pushing till you want.
I love y'all.
Don't ever give up. I know it's hard being a motherfucker. Trust me, I know. I go through this shit every fucking day. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I be wanting to give up. But I got people that stand by me, that encourage me, and they keep me lifted. So I'm here to keep you lifted too. I love you.
Again, I want to give a trigger warning for anybody that's just now tuning in. This episode, and the reason why I started it is because it's too many of us 70s, 80s, 90s babies that grew up around a family who made us. It was mandatory to sweep things under the rug. So swept under touches the subject of pedophiles in our families, abuse, just enablers. It's too many of us that have the same story, but we're afraid to tell it because we've been sweeping it under the rug so long and people are watching our families. We don't want no one to think that we're unstable individuals. We don't want nobody to think that this family isn't perfect like we portrayed it to be. Because our family, they'll portray it to be like everything is just all hunky-dory. Everything is just perfect. Everything is great. When really, a lot of us kids were bleeding in the inside, screaming for help. And it was coming out in different ways. It just, no one could truly see the pain in our eyes because all they could think of is, oh, they're just kids. What could they possibly be going through? What could a kid be going through? Ain't that what they were saying? But they couldn't have imagined that their boyfriends, that our brothers, that our cousins, that our uncles, our fathers was sexually abusing us. And when we were reaching out for help and screaming, didn't know how to ask for help, didn't know how to say what was going on, we were ignored. We were told, oh no, that's not what you think. That's not what you think can happen. It's not. We were gaslit. And now a lot of us were in counseling. Some of us is in prison because we didn't get the counseling that we needed. So we didn't know how to manage our emotions. So we just snapped out. And people handle this type of trauma in different ways. Some become an abuser. Some become standoffish. Some become, it's sad. So we're going to get into, this is a part 1, because I told this young lady that I do swept under every month on the couch. And I told her, if you write something, I'll come pick it up. I'll speak on it. I'll tell half of your story tonight, anonymously. But it needs to be told. So I have this young lady's words, and we're gonna read it. And one, if you're watching, I just want you to know that we love you. Stay strong, and thank you so much for being brave enough to even write down what happened. A piece of your story. Wow. Hey, Brittany, I see you in here. Gaslit, abused, overlooked, failed. Exactly. It's too many of us have the same story. And I want to tell you guys firsthand, I love you. And we got this. And look how strong we are now. We might not be 100% mentally stable. We might still be having these flashbacks. But guess what? We still fucking prevailed when they thought they was gonna break us the fuck down. We still here. We still here. Men and women. Oh, men and women. It's not just us women. Men go through it too. Men have been abused for centuries, and they had to keep it even quieter because people will look at them like, oh, so you scared of pussy? No, I'm 9 years old, and she's 90. Yeah. Like what? Everybody is not okay with being sexually abused. Y'all gotta stop making it like people are wrong because they don't want to be touched. They don't want to be at the ages of the innocent ages. Before I go on, let's get into a moment of silence for the people who didn't make it here today, because there's somebody right now that didn't get to make it to tell their story. They was raped and killed by a family member, and it was swept under. So let's give a moment of silence for the ones that didn't make it here today for whatever reason. It's a subject that a lot of people wouldn't dare speak on their platform. And I dare, because guess what? I care. I know what I've been through and what I still go through from the trauma of sweeping things under. And I'm like, if I feel this way, I know somebody else has to feel this way. It makes no sense that for all these years, we thought it was okay. We did. We literally was in a protective stage, and it wasn't even for us. It was to protect our family, to protect their name, to protect their image. We've been protecting our family's image for so long that we forgot to protect ourselves. We forgot to protect ourselves mentally, physically, and emotionally. Our parents didn't teach us to protect ourselves from any type of sexual abuse as children. They started teaching kids that, like, as we started getting older, because it's us. We the ones that's having these babies teaching these kids this now. Our parents wasn't teaching us this. This is stuff they should have been teaching us. They should have been teaching us, hey, if somebody touched your no-no spot, they should have told us this is a no-no until you get older. Instead, they flaunted Shirley Temple Curl, making her, oh, no, 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 like it's a good thing, like it's a fun thing. Animal crackers in my soup. Nah, for real, they tried to make it like it was just that little girl was being sexually abused right in front of us. And it was swept right under the rug like it was nothing. America made it okay. So the families that we're sweeping things under the rug for, they not thinking nothing is wrong with it either, because America has made it okay for them too. So they're oblivious. They're oblivious. Or are they? They've swept things under the rug so much that they forgot the truth. They swept things under the rug so much that they literally forgot that they literally are the abusers. Like, you guys did this to us. Now we're dealing with the pieces of us. I'm just saying. We steady, slowly pick up each broken piece that our family shattered. And contrary to what you guys may believe, and some of you guys are like, oh wait, my parents were amazing and da, 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 da. I get that. I hear you. Not everybody's was. If you never had to sweep nothing under the rug, then guess what? I want you to do 2 twirls right now. And then do the Flintstone, jump up in the air, the little, do that. Because congratulations. That's not everybody's story. And a lot of Black families, I hate to say it, I don't want to say we suffered the most when it came to that, but it wasn't too many Caucasians that was really, now, they were hiding it, but how many of them was like, yeah, I'm fucking my cousin, and was happy about it? When in the Black family households, they'll be fucking their cousin and nobody will know about it until 15, 20 years later. And we've been clowning, talking shit. I've heard it in the Black community my whole life. And that's white people shit. Because you swept it under the rug. And you not speaking on it, I'm trying to figure that out. Help me figure it out. Because I know Black families do it a lot. A lot. Stop, y'all. Please stop trying to make it like it doesn't happen. Please. What is that about? Y'all are in denial. There's incest in Black households too. Because there's some sick ass fathers that think their daughters are so fucking sexy, kiss them in their fucking mouths. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where there ain't no fucking limits. This episode today is called Swept Under, and again, I'm going to give a trigger warning. I am now going to read the first part of a story that this young lady wrote for us and wrote for me to share with you all for the Swept Under episode. And if anybody else is brave enough to share their story, you are more than welcome to come to the couch. And please, if I mess up on a word, y'all don't mind me. Yeah, just don't mind me. I'm the oldest of 6 kids and the only girl. When I was 11, going into the 6th grade, my mom met a man. At first, it was all good until it wasn't. I'm not going to give a long, drawn-out story, which I want her to, because it's no rush in telling your story. You don't have to jumble up every little piece into one just so you can get it out. No. If I read all of this and you're listening and you're like, you know what, I forgot to say something, guess what? Put that in part 2. Every story isn't just one page. Every story isn't just a few lines. Every story, thank you so much. Every story literally comes with tears, hurt, anger, all type of emotions. So if you're watching this, baby girl, just know that we hugging you right now as tight as we can. And you are not alone. I'm not going to give a long, drawn-out story. I was the one that took all the punishment for everyone. It started with me being forced to drink liquor at the age of 11 by my mom's boyfriend, and then being grounded for 6 months at a time. Then it went to my mom's boyfriend standing over my bed butt naked. And then it became more. It got to the point that he told my mom that he didn't want to be with her anymore, but he wanted to be with me. Could you imagine being a little girl, thinking, and wake up and you see your mom's butt naked at the end of your bed? And then he talked about he don't even want to be with a mom anymore. He wants to be with an 11-year-old child. There's some sick motherfuckers out here, y'all. And they're in some of our families. And some of our families have exposed us to them. I remember one night he was messing with my brother, and I told him to stop. But he said no and pulled me down to the floor and pulled off my underwear and started touching me. I fought him off that time. I ran away from home, and he tried to kidnap me and take me back. I was able to get away from him. Then my aunt's husband touched me when I was sleeping at my grandmother's house when I was 17 years old. Imagine a life with a family that is supposed to be loving, protecting, and making sure that you're okay. And when you get taken out of a situation, you get put right back in a situation that's the fucking same or worse. And at this point, you don't even know if you should say anything or not. Because now you're like, in your young mind, is it my fault? Am I doing something wrong? Am I making these people in my family be sexually attracted to me? Like, am I doing something to turn them on? Like, what is it that's making them keep doing this to me? So it makes you get standoffish. It makes you get quiet. It makes you not want to speak up. It makes you want to continue to sweep things under the rug. Because who's going to believe you? Who's going to believe you? It makes you afraid of men. And men, it makes you afraid of women. Some people literally turn gay. Some people don't even want a man to fucking look at them because the look just reminds them that disgusting feeling that they felt when they were being stared at, sleeping as an 11-year-old child, and a grown-ass fucking disgusting man was standing there butt fucking naked, looking at them. What woman would want to be with a man after that? And nobody believed them. Why would a woman want to be with a man anymore? Why would a man want to be with a woman after they've been sexually abused and no one believed them or told them that, hey, you a boy, you should feel honored that a grown woman is hitting on you and you that young. Enablers. Your shit is sickening. Exactly. It is. Let me go back. The last place I left off is when she said I was sleeping at my grandmother's house when I was 17. And I think she said her uncle touched her. Her aunt's husband. She was sleeping in the living room. She got blamed for everything that has happened to her. Even the rapes. In the middle of all of that, I said there were still things that happened between. To fuck me over what her husband said. Like, and that's another thing of what I mean by when you finally are brave enough to tell your story or speak up or say, hey, you know, I wasn't able to tell you because I was afraid, but now I can tell you that, you know, your boyfriend has been touching me. And what? Oh, you fucking messing with my man. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine being blamed, disrespected, punched, physically assaulted because you were physically sexually abused? You are the victim, yet you're being treated as if you are the aggressor at the age of 11. And it's too many families, like I said, that this has happened to. Too many times we hear these stories. And some of us, this is our own story. Now, our kids and their kids and their kids' kids, they're gonna know that we don't stand for that shit no more. Now in this age, we see when a woman finds out that her man did something like that, she ends up in prison. Did y'all hear about the lady? Her husband was a police officer. She was running a daycare and he was molesting the kids. She shot him. But guess what? They still took her and she did her time. It's too many of us heroes that are out here taking care of the trash and getting consequences for it. If they have evidence, that someone, whether it was a male or female, is molesting or raping kids or anyone, any kid, adult, I don't give a fuck. And someone takes the law, takes not even the law, because baby, y'all laws when it comes to child molesters and rapists is nothing. Y'all don't do shit to them, barely, unless they black. Just keeping it real. I done seen too many white rapists get off with probation. Too many of them. Too many motherfucking white pedophiles that don't get shit. I'm just keeping it real. But, I mean, yeah. I believe that if anyone was to take matters into their own hands when it comes to a rapist, a child molester, or somebody that's doing something to kids, adults, men, whoever, I don't think that any of us should do any time. Especially if you guys are convicting the motherfucker for what they did. It's no way in hell that we should get any time. It's no way in hell that we should have to wait on the law to take our voice back. Some of us have been traumatized as children, and still our voice have not came back. We grew up as adults and still never found our voice. This voice is a voice, but it's not the voice that we really might have had it had been stronger and a little bit more put together if we wouldn't have had to sweep things under the rug. It's too many of us that are 50, 70, 45 now, 60, and still have yet to find our voices. Still, you still have that fear from your family that whatever you tell them, they're not going to believe you anyway. Then why speak to them? Why do I want to speak to someone who doesn't believe in me when something traumatized me so fucking bad? Traumatized me so bad, and I can't even speak to you on it because you don't even believe me. And you look at me with disbelief in your eyes. My trauma over my trauma that you made me sweep under the rug because you didn't want to face the truth as a parent. Because you didn't want to face the truth because you didn't want to face the people looking at us a certain type of way. Or now we are all in counseling or need it. Now some of us are drunks, crackheads, prostitutes. Some of us can't even shake a habit, not because we're not strong enough, but because of the fucking memories that don't fucking leave us alone. Who wants to keep seeing that shit? No, I'd rather drink myself to fucking sleep and have a different type of fucking nightmare than to keep on reliving this fucking childhood nightmare that I had to sweep under the rug. Some of us don't even have relationships with our families right now. And I want to tell you this, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Families sometimes are very draining because they know exactly what buttons to push when it comes to you. They know what hurts you. They know what doesn't hurt you. And sometimes they'll purposely do it. I don't want to be around or talk to nobody who don't believe in me anyway. You don't got to believe in everything I say, but when it fucking matters, you better motherfucking believe. Because are you kidding me? I will never, ever, I don't care. My nieces and nephews, when it comes to, if they ever tell me anything about anybody touching them, or I'm not questioning them. I'm not doubting any fucking thing they say. I'm gonna believe them until otherwise. Unless it come out and they be like, oh, well, Annie, I was just trying to see if you believed me. Unless that happens. Other than that, I believe every word they say. Any child, I don't care whose child it is. I don't give a fuck how many times they lied to you. If they tell me that they being sexually abused, I believe them. I believe them. I believe them. Because what child knows about sex right now? Really? No, seriously. How do they know? See, our parents didn't do enough investigation when we were smaller, telling them what was happening. I remember when I was only 6 years old, my brother was babysitting us. He invited one of his friends over. My sister and I was outside playing, going inside and out the house. And he raised our skirt up and grabbed our cookies. And every time we would come in the house, he would try to go a step further, to the point where he was hiding behind the couch with his dick out. So when I came in, that was the first thing I seen. At 6 years old. And the only thing my parents did was made him not come over again. Did that stop him from being around us in the neighborhood? No. Had they had told the police, it would have been a paper trail. And potentially stopped another woman from being sexually assaulted by this sick motherfucker. The uncle in her story, the boyfriend in this story, they probably did that to someone else when they were young. And they didn't get in trouble and face no consequences. So every time they did it, they went a step further. A lot of these rapists right now, they were made by some of their parents. I'm gonna let that sink in. The long-lasting trauma that comes with all of this is one that I'll never wish on my worst enemy. This is something that no drug, no amount of liquor can take away once it all fades away. Once I'm sober, it's back again. Then now I gotta go spend some more money and get fucked up again. And fucked up and fucked up and fucked up. Until I kill my fucking liver and kill my kidneys and kill my everything. Until I kill myself because I couldn't deal with what happened. I'm not doing it anymore. And when I take a drink now, it's because I want to. Not because I have to, because I can't get rid of the memories. If I take a sip now, it's because I'm just trying to kick off the edge. That's it. A couple sips here and there, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But don't ever continue to allow what someone else did to you to make you kill yourself. when you are so beautiful and you deserve to be alive. You are so beautiful and you deserve every special thing. You deserve all the best things in life. You are a handsome man, no matter what woman took you through something, no matter what they're doing to you right now. You are special. You can get out. You are worth way more. Don't teach your kids to sweep things under the rug. Don't teach them what our families taught us. Please don't practice that. Please. We are still suffering right now in this age from what happened when we were children. We are still suffering. We still have vivid flashbacks, vivid dreams like it just happened yesterday. And sometimes somebody can say something in a store and compliment a woman and bring back those memories without even knowing it. That man might not even know what they just did. Damn, baby, you looking like a young tenderoni. How you know that that's not what the man was saying when they was molesting this young woman when she was a kid? I don't want to fucking hear myself being called no goddamn young tenderoni, bitch. No. And then they get to saying we're angry black women. Oops. It's the trauma. Some of these men that was molested and sexually abused, now they're abusers physically, mentally. They'll never be the same. Some of them have never even told anybody. Some of these men are holding on to these secrets and still sweeping it under the rug right now to this day. I know it might be hard to speak up because some of these family members might still be alive. But we can't keep letting it happen. And then later on, we talk about the Diddy's and the R. Kelly's and the Bill Cosby's and the... I mean, y'all swept it under the rug for so long. Is it wrong or is it not? Too many families have made it okay. Too many families have swept it under the rug. And that stops here and that stops now. And I hope that it stops with you too. I hope that you're practicing different ways to raise your child, different ways to speak up and speak out if something is happening, if they're being sexually assaulted. If you are being sexually assaulted, I don't care what age you are, speak up. Speak up. Teach your children to give certain signals if they're afraid to say it out loud. Some type of something. A safe word, a safe space. We gotta start making it safer. There's too many pedophiles being swept under the rug and not being documented. These undocumented, y'all worried about the undocumented Hispanics. What about the undocumented pedophiles? Y'all worried about undocumented immigrants. What about the undocumented child molesters? Because them motherfuckers is undocumented too. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Citizens app, but there's an app called the Citizens app. And it shows you each person. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause TikTok real quick so I can show you guys the Citizens app. Actually, TikTok, come back. I'm going to pause the YouTube real quick. Like different like car wrecks, they tell you about all. It tells you everything on there. If it's a car wreck, if it's a storm, if it's somebody in your neighborhood reporting a new, like they tell you different things in that app. So I really encourage you to download that app, Citizens app. It's very, very helpful. It is. You guys, I noticed, like I said, this was a hard episode, but I definitely appreciate everybody who was able to bear with me during this episode and listen. I'm gonna wrap it up. I definitely appreciate you guys. I got a couple announcements and then I'm out of here. Coming up on the couch, we actually got Thunder Boy. This is gonna be a kids edition that's coming up because he's only, I want to say, 9 or 10. I'm excited about this one. Thunder Boy is going to be on the couch. Also, Prison Jail Felon Talk, we're going to be hearing James Brown Henderson's story and Clarence Wright's story told by his mom, Stacie Wright. This will be Stacie Wright's second time on the couch. So if you guys get a chance, go back and rewatch the episode with Tracy on the couch. That is an episode that you have to catch up on because when she comes back, this is going to be a part 2 to what she talked about on the couch the last time. If you all would like to come tomorrow to the video shoot, tomorrow is the last day of the video for the video shoot. It's a night shoot. All is welcome, but except for kids. I'm sorry. It's going to be at nighttime and it's going to be on a rooftop. I don't want to have to worry if a kid is going to jump or if they want to look. Only responsible adults. And please, no drugs, no vapes, no liquor, no nothing. This is a kid-friendly video. I don't want to see none of that. I will delete it out of the scene. Good footage, but it won't be used. Okay? So let's turn up for our boys. If you haven't already listened to the Thunder Up song, it's anywhere that you can stream music, Thunder Up. Make sure you follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, Big O, like, and base, also my .com, and THA Real JANELL on YouTube and all my social media, and it's also my .com. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Couch. Tomorrow I will be live at 9:30 a.m. Friday I will be live a little bit early because I'm going to a funeral with my wife. And I do want to give a special shout out to everybody at my wife's job that's going through it due to one of their employees passing away. Her name was Jew. I can't remember her last name. But it was a really sad situation. And, you know, just losing anybody is really sad, especially whenever you are close to them and work with them so close for a few years. And it's like, how do you go back to work like that? Like, how does everything just go back to being okay? So my heart goes out to her family, her husband, her kids. From the couch, my heart goes out. And from my wife as well. And my wife is part of the couch, so from all of us. You know, so this Friday, I will be at the funeral. So in the morning, I will be live at 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. and back to the regular schedule after that. I love you guys so much. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't. Yes. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. If you didn't get a chance to tune in, go back and rewatch this episode. You don't want to miss it. Good night.